Yeah, man. So, I was trying to sleep. One of the things that's been going on for the past maybe maybe a month or less, probably less than 2 months, is these gang stalkers are bothering me a lot while I try to sleep. And they didn't used to really. I mean, there's been times when they have, but overall they didn't used to, and now it's like a full time thing. So anytime that I go to sleep, they're doing stuff to me. Like every single time I wake up, I have like broadcast in my mouth. I can taste broadcast in my mouth. I feel dehydrated. They're like doing something where they've been trying to get into my dreams and just bothering me in general with little broadcast stuff and gang stalking. And gang stalking is mostly about broadcast. Um, yeah, it's like really it's like a sleep deprivation tactic. Which brings me to some other things. I do my videos about what they do to me and the torture that I endure on a daily basis. And I didn't. I put out one yesterday, but it was for the day before. I have one that I need to do for yesterday, and then I have one that I need to do for today. Um, and this both of them are going to take multiple part videos, and it's just a big task. And maybe if I get enough sleep, I'll end up doing some of those today. But the biggest thing about the torture stuff that goes on is they attack me mostly while I'm at work. And I've heard a lot of people telling me, "Oh wow, you have a job? They won't let me have a job." And my response is always, "I don't need permission. I do whatever I want to do. I don't need permission, and that's it." So yeah, I have a job, and they're not going to keep me from having a job. But they definitely do not want me to have a job. And um, the situation is like I can't have a phone inside my job. All right, that's just how it is at my job. It's like a TSA regulation for normal employees. You can't have a device, So that's when I can't have my meter or my phone to do videos. So that's when they attack me the most. But that's always when they bother me the most when I think about it. Even when I could, and you really can't. If you have a job at all, you can't like drop everything and do YouTube videos and stuff like that all the time. So I used to do meter videos and stuff at one of my old jobs. I remember, but it is a big thing that they do is they don't want you to have a job. The first thing that happens is um, you look a lot less like some kind of drug addict or some kind of loser that doesn't have a job. Period. Like, because if you don't have a job, then what are you doing with your life? Um, Second of all, you start to have money. You start to have at least the image of having your shit together. You might have a car or at least money to do the things that you want to do, or at the very least, support yourself. They don't want any of that. They would rather you be in prison or on some kind of disability or in a mental home or something like that. They want you completely destroyed and all the way dependent and at the bottom. That's where they want you. And anything that you do against that is going to cause them to give you more problems. But you have to remain defiant because that's what they want. They want you incapable of supporting yourself. They want you incapable of getting a lawyer. They don't want you to look like you have your shit together. They don't want you to have a cool clothes or um, a car or be able to go anywhere or hang out with people. And a job is really essential for a lot of those things to, you know, I mean, you could do a lot without a job, I guess, but you could do a lot more with one. And so they do everything that they can to make me working um, the most miserable possible. They would love for me to be at the disadvantage of not having a job. So they want to make it as difficult as they can so they can try to deter me from making money. And I've taken a lot of steps, I've taken a lot of steps, um, to make my life better since I quit letting them destroy my life. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go about this the right way, and I'm just gonna grind and get so big and so successful that I'll be able to do whatever I want. Including file lawsuits, get lawyers, have plenty of credibility, make my videos, make them even better, expand everything. Um, start companies, bring all of this to the light. And the more money and success that you have, the more dangerous you are, especially if you know what's going on with gang stalking and remote neural monitoring and artificial telepathy and EMF broadcast. If you start to understand all of these things, I know how they do a lot of what they do. So what if I start hiring private investigators, or what if I start hiring um, internet security firms, to dig up what the hell have they been doing on my Instagram and my Facebook? What if I do that? It's definitely in the playbook. You're not going to be doing much of that without a job. So yeah, they want you to not have a job. It's like more job security for them. If you don't have a job, then you're going to be very limited to what you can do about them. And the more successful you become, the more you can do about them, and the more credibility you'll have. And the better your life will be overall. So, even though they try to take every step to make you miserable and make it difficult to maintain a lifestyle where you can keep a job and be productive and important to a company or to your own company, to whatever it is that you're doing to make money, you have to do that anyway. You have to remain defiant. You have to stay persistent. I can't remember the last time I called in to work. I started back at this job in October. I haven't called out, not once. I might have been late a few times. That's it. I haven't called out, I'm not going to. Now, not even a year later, I'm in a position where it's very important, and a lot of people rely on me. And it's only getting better from there. It's only going to get better. Because I'm not letting these gang stalkers stop me. I'm not letting them destroy my life. I don't need their permission to get a job. And they could try to torture me and attack me with their little broadcasts and do all kind of things to me. It's like a punishment, too. Oh, you making money? We're going to punish you. That's their mindset. But you could do it, and you could do whatever you want to do. And it's a really good idea to do that. Makes it a lot easier to help yourself.